Next up on WTV, freshman lit circles, an AP art project, and a sophomore drum major. WTV's Daily Update starts now. Hey there, Hog Nation. Today is Friday, November 3rd, and I'm Karina with today's Daily Update, brought to you by Wingspan TV. Well-known face on campus is retiring today. From field training to being a detective, school resource officer Glenn Hubbard has done it all. And after 28 years in the police force, Hubbard is officially retiring.
Well, the biggest decision is another opportunity that just kind of fell in my lap. I was going to retire in 2 years, regardless, but an awesome opportunity fell in my lap, and it's one of those things you don't take it now. It's probably not going to be available again. So it was just one of those deals. It was timing, basically.
If Hubbard can take one lesson away from being an SRO, is seeing the good in people.
Everybody's pretty much good. You know, most people are good. There's just a few peppered in there that cause the problems. As a cop, over the years, you know, you kind of get tainted to humanity. But being an SRO brings you back to reality a little bit, and it helps you become more human, I think. So that just getting to know everybody and being around the kids and stuff like that, and the students, and watching them grow has been very rewarding for me.
Assistant Principal Jason Harris wishes Hubbard luck in his new position.
You know, my heart goes out to him and to our students and to the staff, because he's going to leave. It's going to be an empty void for us here at Liberty High School, and it's going to be so hard not to fill that role of his. But I wish him the best of luck.
Well, I just want to say thank you to everybody for letting me be your guard dog. It's been an honor to represent the Frisco Police Department at Liberty High School for this time, and how great everybody has been towards me and helped me out in that transition and all the problems that we've had in the past, and it's just been really good, and I want to thank everybody for letting me be part of it.
Reporting for WTV, I'm Karina Grokhovskaya. Freshman English classes are currently working on group literacy circles, which is a way for students to connect with others and grow critical thinking skills. WTV's Enrico Daniels has the details.
Literacy circles are a collaborative approach to learning known to help critical thinking, teamwork, and communication skills among students.
It gives them a chance to actually read a book. I feel like sometimes it's easier to read as a group than it is to read individually, because you can hold each other accountable. And I also like the part when they can come together and discuss it, because if there's a part of the book that maybe they don't understand, they can ask someone in their group that can kind of like explain it on their level and make it a bit easier to comprehend.
Not only do lit circles help with class bonding, but they can also help with getting students a different way of engaged in learning.
I like lit circles because I think they're really good for teamwork, and I think that it's just a good form of collaboration, and I really like my book too. So,
reporting with WTV, I'm Enrico Daniel.
Though it's on to the second quarter of the school year, AP Art students are still working on a new piece from the first quarter. WTV's McKenna Walsh has the details.
AP 2D students are now working on their second guided assignment, called Marketplace Art. Students are going into stores to take pictures of items sold and then making a detailed, realistic art piece of the pictures they took.
Usually it's produce. That's the thing that she wants us to draw, like a stack of tomatoes, stack of apples, bananas, stuff like that. But it can really be anything, like if you go in the cereal section and take a picture of the boxes. And the idea is to basically like replicate it as realistically as possible.
Students are allowed to work with multiple medias like realistic drawing or painting and photography.
I used soft pastels because I hadn't used it in a while, and I just wanted to try it out, see if I liked it again.
For art teacher Emily Delarios, students should be working on the element of realism.
So working from a photo, we're kind of going for realism, working with color, and these are hopefully going to be selected works in their AP portfolios.
Reporting for WTV, I'm McKenna Walsh.
With the opening of the band in 2006 came the first drum majors, sophomore Andrea Calderon and Megan McManical. Now, nearly 20 years later, band has another sophomore drum major. WTV's Aditi Shah has the story.
Year after year, the Red Hawks band was led by upperclassmen drum majors. But all that changed this year, as Kilmaya Joshi is the first sophomore drum major in 17 years. The last sophomores to be a drum major for the Red Hawks were the initial drum majors of the band when the school opened in 2006. Joshi's experience being a drum major as a sophomore has been both fun and demanding.
It's really stressful and honestly a little bit scary because even though I want to help people, you don't exactly know like who's going to listen to you because of like how old you are, but it's also really fun because I love being able to help people. Being a sophomore helps me learn things now as a drum major that I'll be able to implement like my junior and senior year, especially since I was just a freshman. I'm able to understand the freshmen a little bit better.
Junior drum major Angie Faye thinks Skimaya was a great band member even before she became a drum major, making her a clear choice for the position even as a sophomore.
Before she became a drum major, I wasn't really close with her, but I always knew her as like the smart kid, the organized. She was really sweet to everyone, and if anyone were to make drum major as their sophomore year, it would be Kamaya, because you can tell that she's organized. She knows what she's doing, even though she's only had 1 year experience.
Cecily Yoakum, the band assistant director, feels Skimaya is a perfect fit for drum major.
She has just this natural influence and natural maturity that's way above her age, and the way that she holds herself and conducts herself is exactly what we look for in our drum majors.
Reporting for WTV, I am Aditi Shah.
On this week's edition of My Life As, WTV takes a look into the life of student trainer Ira Osman.
Okay, first things first, walk into the field house, put my stuff down, say hi to my friends. Then we grab the keys, go up top, unlock the door, open the garage. Then we open up the cow and put the hose in so we can fill it up. And then once we're done with that, we walk back down, grab our bottles, go up to the field, and then start filling up. Those are my freshies, so cute. And then walk over to the field. This is where we like go into our groups and we each have a coach. Just watch practice, make sure no one gets injured, give them water. Then we switch over to another group. Love the linemen, go linemen. And then here they are getting water. And then after that, we dump out our bottles outside. Once practice is over, walk in, and then once again, we dump our bottles, make sure there's no water in them so we get no mold, and then put our rack away. And then I wash my hands because I don't want other people's germs on me. And then put my bag up, and then I'm all good. And then it's time to go home.
If you're looking for more from Wingspan, you can follow us at Liberty Wingspan on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, or visit our award-winning website, libertywingspan.com. And now for today's announcements. FCA is meeting during advisory today in the gym. Everyone is welcome. Have a veteran relative or friend that you want to recognize? Then scan this QR code to have Student Council highlight all of the relatives represented on campus. That's it for today's daily update. This is Karina for Wingspan TV.